But once he fights a real fighter, a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that good.
If he ain't got to look for Roach, that's a good thing. And he's not going to run over Tank, you know? And he's not going to knock Tank out.
That lawnmower, that's that. Stop that motherfucker.
Floyd Mayweather didn't hold back when reacting to Gervonta Tank Davis's latest training footage, declaring that Tank is the hardest puncher at 135 pounds, praising his power, speed, and skill. He believes Davis's dominance in the division is undeniable, and unmatched Tank Davis has cemented himself as the face of boxing, just as Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson did in their eras, with his knockout power star presence. An undefeated record, Tank is now the sport's biggest attraction. This is his time to dominate and leave a lasting legacy. Tank Davis is fully focused and determined as he prepares for his March 1st fight against Lamont Roach. Speaking about his mindset leading into the bout, Davis emphasized the importance of staying sharp and maintaining discipline at the highest level of the sport. He acknowledged that once a fighter reaches the top, every performance matters, and there is no room for complacency. Davis stressed that under preparing for a fight can lead to poor in-ring performances, which is why he ensures that he remains dedicated throughout training camp. His goal is not only to win, but to put on a spectacular performance for the fans. Davis understands the significance of delivering exciting fights, recognizing that strong performances attract more fans and increase his marketability. He sees boxing as both a sport and entertainment, where fighters must consistently engage audiences with dominant displays inside the ring. He knows that his knockout power and ability to captivate fans have made him a must-watch fighter, and he is committed to maintaining that reputation.
Like a fool when I go out there in the ring, you know, I want to stay sharp. I want to stay like, you know, when you reach that top level or things like that, you want to always like make sure you go out there and give it your all. You don't want to like slip up and, you know, underwork yourself, and then you feel like you didn't do enough work inside the training. In training camp, so you can't look good when you fight and things like that. So I'll make sure I try to stay like as much possible, stay focused as possible as I can, you know, so I could be able to also give out, put on a great performance in front of the fans and things like that. Because if you always put on a great performance, the fans you draw more fans, though, you know, that want to see you.
More dollars for sure. When
yeah,
you put
for
on
sure.
The show, like you got to do your job at the same time. It's an entertainment at the end of the world. You're a brand, so.
When discussing his approach to fights, Davis revealed that he always takes the time to analyze his opponents in the opening rounds rather than rushing in recklessly. He emphasized the importance of patience and strategy, explaining that he carefully studies his opponent's movements before fully engaging. This measured approach allows him to avoid unnecessary risks, while identifying openings to capitalize on. Davis compared this mindset to life itself, explaining that success comes from adapting and making smart decisions rather than charging forward blindly as fight night approaches. Davis remains focused on delivering another dominant performance, knowing that every win solidifies his place at the top of the sport. Fans can expect him to bring his signature power, skill, and showmanship into the ring on March 1st.
Yeah, for sure. Cause I never want to go out there and like, you know, and run into a punch that I don't see or anything like that. So I like to feel my opponent out and things like that. Even like with like, that's what life period. You just don't go out there and just, you know, head honcho. You just always want to figure your way through things and, you know, then gradually like, you know, loosen up, and then, you know, once you find them openings, then that's when you go ahead on.
It's funny you say that when you finding them openings and like you open them up a little bit like that, like so like you say you already knowing what punch you for the hit him, like okay he flinched on that one, so I'm gonna come with the right hook on the next one and catch him. Like I look at you as like one of them boxers that known for you'll walk him down, like from the announcers, oh he got a nice shot, he ain't gonna tank him. Lights out, like it's like, man, it's like you know how to make adjustments, bro. And I just love to see. I know the fans love to see it, bro. You know me, I like keep it going, bro, because you got a lot of people rooting for you. We also, you know, you got a lot of haters too. But
dominant Tank in the ring. He knows Roach will come prepared, but Davis is focused on proving why he remains one of the best in the sport. He emphasized that staying at the top requires constant dedication, and that's why he's been pushing himself harder than ever in training camp. Davis has been putting in intense work sharpening his power, speed, and defensive reflexes to ensure he's in peak condition for fight night. He's been sparring top-level competition, fine-tuning his strategy, and ensuring that every aspect of his game is sharp. His training footage has shown him working on explosive combinations, heavy bag drills, and endurance training to prepare for any challenge Roach presents. When asked about the possibility of a knockout, Davis didn't hesitate. Hopefully, for sure, he said, confident that if he lands clean, it could be another highlight refinish. He's determined to make a statement and give fans a performance they expect. Mike Tyson has expressed his admiration for Tank Davis, acknowledging him as a great fighter with incredible potential. When asked about people comparing Tank to him, Tyson didn't dismiss the idea, but instead embraced it, saying that if Davis continues working hard and staying dedicated, he will become a legend as well. Tyson emphasized that greatness comes from consistency, discipline, and the ability to dominate opponents, all qualities he sees in Davis. The boxing icon's word.
I mean, I have to ask you, would you ever remake your famous video game? Bring it to the next generation consoles, my friend?
Hey, I'm just happy to be alive. Thank
What
you.
about, I mean, what do you think about people comparing Tank Davis to you? I mean, what do you think about that?
Tank's a great fighter.
You think he's a great fighter? What do they think? What do you think about them comparing him to you? You're a legend, my friend.
Well, he'll be one too if he keeps fighting.
Oh, okay.
Tank Davis's training regimen is designed to maximize his speed, power, and endurance. His workouts include a variety of exercises focusing on functional body weight movements that enhance his agility and explosiveness in the ring. He incorporates plyometrics, resistance band drills, and core strengthening routines to improve his balance and defensive reflexes. Tank also does high-intensity cardio, such as sprints and jump rope, to build stamina. His strength training focuses on bodyweight exercises like push-ups, pull-ups, and calisthenics, ensuring he maintains power without adding unnecessary bulk. This well-rounded approach keeps him sharp, conditioned, and ready for fight night.
Guys, over the last couple days, Gervonta Davis has released footage of him in fight camp. He looks motivated. He looks focused. You're seeing him doing calisthenics, a lot of different sort of functional body weight movements with a little bit of resistance. So what can we expect from him? Business as usual? Do you guys give Lamont Roach any chance of beating Tank? Let me know that in the comment section below.
His training footage highlights his explosive power, sharp reflexes, and well-rounded skill set. From heavy bag drills to high-intensity sparring, Tank is perfecting his knockout ability while maintaining speed and endurance. His commitment to every aspect of training, strength, agility, and precision proves he's taking this fight seriously. With his heavy punches and relentless work ethic, it's clear he's preparing for total dominance. Lamont Roach will have to withstand immense pressure, making this a potentially tough and punishing night for him in the ring. Hey goddamn, Oscar de la Hoya has emphasized the sheer power and skill of Tank Davis, stating that his fight against Lamont Roach will be extremely difficult for Roach to handle. De la Hoya highlighted that Tank possesses far more experience at the highest level, having faced and defeated top-tier opponents throughout his career. He praised Davis's dedication to training, noting that he is relentless in perfecting his craft and always comes prepared. De La Hoya also pointed out that Tank's punching ability is deceptive. His shots come from unexpected angles, and his combinations are unpredictable, making him an incredibly dangerous opponent. He described Tank as sneaky in the ring, able to set traps that opponents don't see coming. His ability to strike with precision and devastating power, combined with his height, IQ, makes him one of the most feared fighters in boxing. According to De La Hoya, Roach will have to be at his absolute best to survive against Tank. A respected boxing analyst recently highlighted a powerful truth about Tank Davis and the criticism he often faces, quoting Tank's tweet, "This is greatness." Explained that no matter how dominant a fighter is, people will always question their resume, asking who did he fight? What did he do? This pattern isn't unique to Tank. It has happened throughout boxing history. Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather Jr., and Sugar Ray Leonard, some of the sport's greatest legends, all face similar scrutiny Before their biggest fights, critics consistently claimed their opponents weren't good enough only for history to later prove their greatness. The Analyst emphasized that true greatness isn't determined by public perception in the moment, but by long-term dominance and achievements. Davis, like the legend before him, continues to win, entertain, and prove doubters wrong. While people may question his opponents, now history will ultimately judge his career based on performances and legacy. As the Analyst put it, greatness is greatness, and Davis is on the path to cementing his own.
I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations sometimes at will without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But, obviously Gervonta Davis has the experience. He has the knowledge. He has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any punch.
Respected boxing trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas has been one of the strongest voices praising Tank Davis, not just for his power, but for his high-level ring intelligence. While many fans and analysts focus on Davis's highlight reel knockouts, Atlas believes his true strength lies in his strategic approach to fighting. According to Atlas, Davis is the most complete fighter in boxing today because he combines raw power with technical brilliance. Atlas pointed out that Davis doesn't run openings. His ability to set traps and force his opponents into mistakes is what makes him so dangerous. Once Davis finds the right angle or opportunity, he delivers the finishing shot with pinpoint accuracy. Unlike some heavy hitters who rely purely on brute force, Davis has mastered the art of breaking opponents down. Over time, he applies pressure, controls distance, and forces his opponents into uncomfortable positions before unleashing his devastating power. He's patient, Atlas said. He doesn't waste punches. He makes you make mistakes, and then he makes you pay for them. This level of intelligence and calculated aggression sets Davis apart from many of his peers. Atlas believes that as long as Davis continues to refine his craft, his dominance in the ring will only grow. His ability to think, adapt, and execute at the highest level makes him one of the most dangerous and complete fighters in the sport today. According to boxing commentators, Showbiz, the adult Tank Davis has the potential to surpass Floyd Mayweather in overall boxing ability. While Mayweather was known for his defensive mastery and precision, Tank brings a unique blend of knockout power, agility, and explosiveness that sets him apart. His ability to end fights with a single punch makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport today. Unlike many power punchers, Davis has also shown significant defensive improvement, making him a more complete fighter. If he continues evolving, some believe he could carve out a legacy that rivals or even surpasses Mayweather's.
Prospering, and he's got a big fight coming up 3 weeks from now in the Barclays Center in New York, in Brooklyn, New York, against Lamont Roach, the 130-pound WBA champion, fighting for the 135-pound WBA championship. Now, Gervonta Davis put out a tweet and said, "This is greatness. Don't let anybody fool you or convince you otherwise." And I agree 100%. And I know that there are people that are going to come to this comment section and say, who did he fight? What did he do? Who did he fight? What did he do? If you pay attention to boxing long enough and you watch boxing long enough, you better believe you're going to hear that same question being said about every fighter in Gervonta Davis' situation. And I'm telling you, this is something that happens over and over and over again. Greatness is your opinion about somebody's career in totality. Who had a great career? Floyd Mayweather Jr. had a great career. Sugar Ray Leonard had a great career. Ali had a great career. Clearly great careers. But if you listen to the commentary of coming directed at
Tank Davis's training regimen is designed to maximize his speed, power, and endurance. His workouts include a variety of exercises focusing on functional body weight movements that enhance his agility and explosiveness in the ring. He incorporates plyometrics resistance band drills and core strengthening routines to improve his balance and defensive reflexes. Tank also does high-intensity cardio, such as sprints and jump rope to build stamina. His strength training focuses on bodyweight exercises, like push-ups, pull-ups, and calisthenics, ensuring he maintains power without adding unnecessary bulk. This well-rounded approach keeps him sharp, conditioned, and ready for fight night.
Thing was, it wasn't that he's a big guy who could go to 140. It was that he's so talented and punched so hard that those skill sets can carry up with them in weight. That's what the great ones do. They have that ability. That's why I mentioned Floyd Mayweather wasn't 154, but his skill set was so good. The difference between Tank and Floyd is that Tank got the type of power. When you got power that carry up like Pacquiao, you can move up many weight divisions, not just, the two that he primarily fought in. We saw him dribbling Mario Barrios off the canvas, so we saw him do it at once.
Respected boxing trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas has been one of the strongest voices praising Tank Davis, not just for his power, but for his high-level ring intelligence. While many fans and analysts focus on Davis's highlight reel knockouts, Atlas believes his true strength lies in his strategic approach to fighting. According to Atlas, Davis is the most complete fighter in boxing today because he combines raw power with technical brilliance. Atlas pointed out that Davis and openings his ability to set traps and force his opponents into mistakes is what makes him so dangerous. Once Davis finds the right angle or opportunity, he delivers the finishing shot with pinpoint accuracy. Unlike some heavy hitters who rely purely on brute force, Davis has mastered the art of breaking opponents down. Over time, he applies pressure, controls distance, and forces his opponents into uncomfortable positions before unleashing his devastating power. He's patient, Atlas said. He doesn't waste punches, he makes you make mistakes, and then he makes you pay for them. This level of intelligence and calculated aggression sets Davis apart from many of his peers. Atlas believes that as long as Davis continues to refine his craft, his dominance in the ring will only grow. His ability to think, adapt, and execute at the highest level makes him one of the most dangerous and complete fighters in the sport today. According to boxing commentators, Showbiz, the adult Tank Davis has the potential to surpass Floyd Mayweather in overall boxing ability. While Mayweather was known for his defensive mastery and precision, Tank brings a unique blend of knockout power, agility, and explosiveness that sets him apart. His ability to end fights with a single punch makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport today. Unlike many power punchers, Davis has also shown significant defensive improvement, making him a more complete fighter. If he continues evolving, some believe he could carve out a legacy that rivals or even surpasses Mayweather's.